If you are entering your adult life and now you're starting to realize that you're not with your friends anymore, what I'm gonna say is that it's okay, it's fine. Sometimes you need to move out to improve yourself, to develop yourself. You must not be in the same place, or otherwise, you're not gonna be growing. As for me, I still remember, even since my primary school, and then I continue to my junior high school, and then my high school, I always have different places, even different cities, because of some circumstances. At first, I felt maybe I was not lucky enough because when I saw my friends, a lot of them actually have, let's say, childhood friendship. But me, I don't have nothing. Because I still remember when I was still with my childhood friend, we are still bonding in, but then my family decided to move out from the city. So I came to an entirely new society which I had no friends at all. It was during my primary school. I felt it was so hard because I needed to make friends while those new friends also already have their own childhood friends. So they already have their own circles. But this kind of thing actually taught me about how to be accepted, how to adapt yourself, not to be as hard as a stone, but I must adapt to be accepted. And then during my junior high school, my parents enrolled me to a dormitory school. So it was very new city. All of my friends are new. They never been in that school before. So we basically had an entirely new environment. And for me, it was a bit easier than the previous one because in this case, we basically entirely new people, entirely making up our new society. So it was easy. But we came from so different background. We came from different ethnicities, we came from different types. And it was a bit hard. Even it was only like 30 students. But when I was graduated, it was only around 19 or 18 students because so many decided to give up and then they just resigned from our school. And then during my high school, it is also a different city again because my family, they wanted me always to have the best education. So, but in this senior high school, it's quite different because my family didn't come with me, and so I'm just like the only person, and it was no dormitory. So I need to live by myself. I need to stand up by myself. And it was tough. It was very tough for me. It was very tough. But I was fine. Even though I know it's tough, but I'm fine with it. But I think it was the best. It's one of the best because I felt like at that moment, I felt like, okay, it's amazing because I met new people. They all have different background and most of us already getting matured. And then during my uni, it's also different again. Entirely new, different again. We basically came from all over our islands. But yeah, at the end, I could cut through all of this. Even though I realized that life is just like a metro. We take the train from the beginning and we have an ending. Sometimes we have some transits in some other stations, but not our last final destination. And in those stations, sometimes we met a lot of friends, we met a lot of enemies, we met memories, we met experience. It's amazing. But it's just temporary. and then you found your pace, you found your peace, and at the end you're gonna use this peacefulness, you're gonna use this dream, you're gonna use this kind of thing that I can say is like a mixture of everything you already had in the previous stations to reach your goal, which is gonna be your final destination. So that's it. I think this is my reflection for today. See you guys again.